Hello everybody and welcome back to Casual Gamer Oz. We are continuing on with F1 2016 in the lead up to the release of F1 2017, and we're into our second season on career mode. Very exciting to be out of our rookie season and into our next season. Really hoping we can achieve a lot. Rookie driver is now second year driver Ben Waterworth driving for Sauber again. My name is Ben Waterworth. I am the host of this show, and I hope that you can join me on my Formula One journey a little bit more so than you obviously might be used to. But before we get into our second season, let's go back to the final round of our first season to see what happened in Abu Dhabi and how it all closed out. Decent qualifying, qualified in 15th place, was fairly satisfied with that. Got a very good start, got my way up to 11th position and maintained that for most of the race until I stuffed up into a corner. Got a bit racy with Haas and surprise a Williams, damaged my front wing, ran wide, was forced to troll around until I finished in 15th place, and that's how I ended my season, and of course was satisfied with that result basically. So we're now moving into Season 2, as I said. About to get into our one-shot qualifying here at Albert Park. Remember, Casual Gamer Oz, we have one-shot qualifying, 5-lap races. The racing line is on. We don't do anything really with the setup. We just kind of have fun with it and go along the way. Now, I am very much looking forward to bringing you this Australian Grand Prix, one of my favourite tracks, home Grand Prix for myself personally and for my driver. Let's get into it. It's going to be a wet Albert Park, by the way, so yay. Now, on debut last year, 22nd, I was dead last on the grid in my very first race. And I believe, from memory, that was also a wet qualifying. So, let's see how we can go in our second crack here at Albert Park. Very confident heading into this season, I am. I feel that I can go off the track right now and basically jinx myself. I was about to say that I'm confident that I can challenge for more podiums, get my first win this year, more pole positions, more points, and clearly that's off to a fantastic start here, given that we're going to no doubt end up dead last in qualifying again. Yeah, I had a habit of doing that, of course, if you watched my first season videos. If you've stumbled across this one, it's the first one you've watched, highly recommend you go back to watch my first season, because I would often do that. I would jinx myself and start talking myself up, and clearly I have just rubbish this session. There's no way in hell. Let's just put in the wall. Yeah, I think that we weren't going to improve. Clearly I'm very inspirational to everybody watching out there, in the fact that I basically say if you can't do well and you can't improve, then put it in the wall, because that's how basically we teach you there. So yeah, anyway, that's qualifying. Bang. I hope we have a dry race tomorrow, let's put it that way. Yeah, obviously no flashbacks, not allowed to use them, so we'll retire from that session and be dead smacking last. There he is, old disappointed Ben, dead last on the grid ahead of the first round of the season tomorrow. Alrighty, let's get into this now, and yeah. Very disappointing, not the way I wanted to start off my second year, but again, talking myself up. Now, 21st place I finished in Australia in the last season, so my best finish at this Grand Prix is 21st, at least in what you've seen of me. I have done better than that, folks, in other career modes, and Hulkenberg's going to beat me, my rival from last year. Haven't done too well against my rivals recently. I keep losing. I am the first driver. Now, it looks as though we're going to have a wet race. Bugger. Let's can we just look at the R&D here quickly. Now, we were improving the drag. We want 750, so no, we're not quite there yet. So anyway, just thought we would have a bit of a gander at how we'd go on that side of things. But let's get into our first race for Season 2, another wet one. Perhaps I maybe should have practiced a little bit more on that track. But let's take a look at the grid quickly before we start into this. You know I'm last, but the Mercedes going to start off on pole. Yes, they are. Alonso in second. The McLaren's looking fast in this season. Max Verstappen third. Ricciardo fourth in his home Grand Prix. Hamilton down in fifth. Ferrari struggling, 6th and 7th for them. Jenson Button, his teammate, in second. He's in 8th. Perez a top 10. Bottas top 10 for him. Hulkenberg, my rivals, in 11th. Massa 12th. Gutierrez. Out qualifying Grosjean 13th. Magnussen 14th. Sainz in 16th. Verline, good result for Man on 8 to get some points. Didn't get any last year. Kvyat, Haryanto, Palmer, not 21st, he's in 20th, and there's my teammate next to me at the beginning, or the back of the grid. Now, every team last year except for Manor scored points. So, sadly for them, they'll be hoping to do it. Now, should we risk it going wets? No, we'd like to take the recommendation here. No changing of the setup. All right, folks. Season 2 is underway. Here we go. And I've got to finish in 21st or higher. I finished in 21st last year on my debut. Let's tiptoe around here and see if we can make our way out the field. We're going to try and have a cautious year, folks. And, you know, having said that, I'm probably going to take my front wing off here in the first corner. Whoa, Palmer got a bit scary there for me. And, well, we've had an incident behind me. Not sure what's happened there, but wouldn't surprise me if that was Palmer ended up taking someone out, because that was very scary. That was a similar incident to several ones last year. It was in the USA, wasn't it, that I ended up with Magnussen doing a similar thing with the Renault, but I took him out rather than the way around. Now, in thinking back in last season, how many different races did I end up with a Williams? One thing that's looking great about F1 2017 is this reputation system that basically means that if I kept running into Williams, a Williams car, my reputation with that team goes down, so the likelihood of them wanting to hire me in the future is not that good. So if that was in place in this game, considering there's probably at least 3 or 4 incidences last season where I was involved with the Williams, Massa and I just kept running into each other. So I can't imagine my reputation with Williams is too high, and I've got Massa behind me at the moment, so wouldn't surprise me if he crashes into me. Now, this is where my race went airy last year. No, I've managed to go through lap 1 so far unscathed. I've got both Williams on me actually at the moment. So we're just going to cautiously do this. I'm going to put the fuel mode up to rich very, very shortly, because obviously we improved that fuel tank last season. And F1 2017, of course, it's a lot more damaging for you putting it in rich mode and things like that. You got to look after the components a lot differently. You can actually have component failures, which is obviously looking fantastic. So look forward to that. We'll whack it into rich mode, get into our second lap, and well, we've survived 1 lap in our second season, and we haven't damaged the front wing yet. Famous last words. You know, I've just jinxed it again. I'm in 11th place at the moment, though, so so far 10 places above where the team wants me at least. I'm going to outbrake myself here. Oh, that's exactly what I did in quali yesterday. Now, I'm just not going to come raging back onto the circuit like I usually do. Just let the Williams go past, and who have I got next to me? I've got a Renault. There's Kev. How you doing, Kev? Suck my balls, honey. That never gets old. I'm just going to try and be extra cautious. I want to try and finish as many races as I can. I think I had about 10 DNFs last year, my rookie season, and only 3 points finishes. 35 points is the goal for me this year. I want to get a victory. I want to outscore myself from last year, and I want to finish top 10 in the championship. And obviously that means 3 more. I've got to get more than 3 points finishes, which, look, that would be good, perfect practice heading into F1 2017. And Magnussen just hanging onto the back of him slightly here. Setting another purple sector there, though, so the Sauber does feel very racy in the wet. It's just when I keep it on the island is generally what I want. And I've got Carlos Sainz is getting racy behind me as well. Another thing, obviously, you see those arrows on screen. They remain white, of course, you know, even when they're there. But F1 2017, they will turn red when they're right next to you. So that's, you know, just a little bit of a change there, which I guess kind of makes sense. I guess, you know, you're paying attention to the arrow. I know they kind of get more solid if you're looking at them when they get sort of right close to you. But red will make it a little bit more eye-catching. I get to pull away a little bit from Carlos. Cross the line now into my third lap. Can I make a move here on Kevin? No. If it wasn't raining, I'd take that risk, but seeing how much I'm sliding off with my braking zones, particularly coming up here into turn 3, which we're just going to whack the brakes on a little bit earlier. Just hover around. I've got the pace here, I think, to get Kevin. Just got to pick my moments. And I think my goal will be, let's get back up ahead of those Williams again. If I can just keep it on the island. Oh, held on to that. No, Carlos. Speechless. And, yeah, let's take a look at this. We'll just take a little bit of normal speed first, and then we'll kind of go through it. I'm pissed off. I'm jinxing myself again. I'm just so close to Kevin. I run wide there, and then Carlos has a look. Bang! He doesn't even attempt to just think about it. He takes out a manner in the process. Now, he's got to go for the gap. I get it, but at the same time, he's driven into me there, though. Look at that. It's not like he's even side by side to me. I hope he gets a penalty for that. That's dirty. I don't like that, Carlos. Let's, I'm going to go on board here with, I believe this would be Palmer, wouldn't it? Let's watch this in normal speed. So you see me run wide there. Carlos sees a gap. He goes to the right, then he just drives into me. And then, oh, jeez. Palmer with some skill going on there. Well, no, we'll retire, thank you very much. I don't think we really need to see the start, do we? I got a fairly decent start. We'll just have a bit of a look, just for the sake of it. Oh, McLaren won. Way, there you go. Is it Fernando? Oh, good start for McLaren. Congratulations. Let's just take a look at how things went for the start for me, at least. Yeah, so I'm just in shock. I'm very disappointed. There's a Renault going right in front of me. Oh, I managed to go through there, and if you don't mind... Oh, that was pretty good. I went off the grass. Oh, and there was a Haas there that went off. Let's see how this happened. That was that yellow flag that we talked about. Let's see what happens here with a Haas. Oh, we go around. It's Gutierrez. No surprises there. Okay, anyway. So our first race for Season 2, a disappointing one. Alonso, though, wins. The only time that a non-Mercedes won last year was Ricciardo's. So a good start for McLaren. Rosberg second, Hamilton third, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Vettel, Button, Perez, and Hulkenberg making out the top 10. So if we now go to the championship, obviously that means that it will be the same order, as you obviously can tell, as the race finished. Alonso, Rosberg, Hamilton, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Vettel, Button, Perez, and the Hulk. And if we go to the constructors, Mercedes still lead it. McLaren second, Red Bull, Ferrari, Force India, Williams, Toro Rosso, and where's there an eighth? Manuel, Renault, and Haas. Obviously not scoring there, only 5 teams scoring in that first round. That is round 1 for Season 2. Disappointing result for us there, and we'll look forward to going into Bahrain and hopefully doing a lot better than we did there last season and moving forward. If you like us, remember to click like on this video, subscribe to us, leave us some comments. We appreciate any feedback that you want to give us. But that's race 1, Season 2 done. We'll speak to you next time. Casual Gamer Oz. Good night.